The beautiful thing about the English language is that it's really flexible. However, when you're not sure about all the facts, flexible turns into vague very quickly. I'm here to shed some light on a few things that are often confused. First off, the writer of 50 Shades of Grey is E.L. James, who is a British writer. While some may understand what this has to do with the topic at hand, let me clear things up with a beginning. Grey and Grey. Gray is known as the American spelling, hence the A in Grey, while Grey is the English spelling, hence the E in Grey. While both are used and widely accepted in word processors and autocorrect functions on smartphones, Grey with an E is more widely used in English-speaking nations outside the United States, like the UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and other Commonwealth nations. While we're discussing colors such as gray and gray, which are actually the same shade and not technically a color, but for the purpose of the segue they will have to be considered so. Color and color are another pair of words that are the same sound, mean the same thing, but are somehow spelled differently depending on where you are in the world. Strange, I know, but these distinctions do exist and you might as well know about them. Color without a U is the American spelling, and color with a U is the English way of spelling it, because it's our Commonwealth. The two spellings are the difference of a U, but it's important to know what the difference is so you can be sure you're using the right word. While you don't need to choose the option that corresponds to your nation, you should make sure not to flip-flop back and forth because it will make you seem like you don't know which is which. It is also worth noting that most American word processors will not accept color with a U as a proper word unless set in British or Australian spelling and grammar. While you might not always practice your writing as often as you should, know that there is a difference in how you practice or what you have a practice in. While some may question what I'm talking about, others may understand that there are two kinds of practice. This is where you can throw away your map of America. You can simply throw it away. If you live inside the United States, practice is always spelled Practice, so they don't need to listen to these rules that we're currently talking about. However, outside America, in Britain and Australia, there are two kinds of practice which correspond to the noun practice and the verb to practice. Because both the noun and the verb are spelled the same in America, we're not going to talk about America and only talk about the spelling of these words in the UK and Australia and other English-speaking places. If a doctor has a practice, it is the noun because it is something he can have. However, if you are asked to do your biology homework, you are practicing for your test. Things can get tricky when you change practice into the derivative adjective practicable, which means capable of being put into practice. A C is also used in the adjective practicable, which means something can be practiced, such as a ballet dance or a mathematical method of solving for X. For normal everyday use, however, you only need to know that S is the verb and C is the noun. All of this is enough for a cup of tea, and although both are technically correct, I like the E in my tea.